Hey guys, what's up? CDales here, and I'm back with the second part of the Tinker's Construct mod review. So, last time when we left off, I showed you how to make everything, how to make these gigantic smelteries behind me, and how to make these smelteries, and how to make all of these things and everything. And I just realized, I forgot to tell you how to make these crafting stations. It's literally, you take a crafting table and put it into a crafting table, and you get the crafting station. That's how easy it is. And before I start, I wanted to tell you guys, these things back here, these things that I can't pass, or I can jump over, but, oh wait, I flew. I think I can jump over them? Yeah, I can. But I can't pass. These things are called barriers, and I'm going to be showing these in the next part of the same mod review, because those are part of the mod that kind of gives you a way to build like a better house. So I'm gonna be showing that in the next mod review, and like the next part of this mod review, and it might be the last part. There might be one more after it. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out when I do it. Alright, so anyways, today I told you that I would be doing like making a bunch of weapons. And by the way, I figured out how to make the paper weapons. And all you have to do is you get some paper. If I can find where that is. You get some paper. You go into a crafting table, which I'm gonna pull out of my butt. Right. No. Alright. You go into a crafting table, and you do this. And it's called a stack of paper. And you use that to build the thing. So I'm gonna be, so here, let me make these stacks of paper, because I'm gonna be making some paper things today. And so yeah, so basically what I'm going to be doing today is showing you the different ingots. There's one ingot I'm going to be leaving out because I'm still trying to figure that out. But off screen, just for time's sake, I made all the patterns. I made all of the casts. So like this one I think is going to be pretty useless unless I make like an obsidian thing. But we're mostly going to be using these today, because these have the different ingots that I've already smelted for, once again, time's sake. And so today I'm going to be showing you, one, how to get these ingots. So first, these are the 5 new ores that come in the mod. This is the cobalt ore. I think this is called the, here, let me try to find it. This is called the ardite ore. This is the copper ore, the tin ore, and this is the aluminum ore. And then these are them in their block form, just like any other thing. But another thing this mod adds is called gravel ore, which is pretty much, once again, this is aluminum, cobalt, I think that's copper, tin, gold, and iron. And you mine it with a shovel, and I think you cook it, and you get the item. I don't know. I haven't really tried it out yet. So anyways, so that's how you get those. There's a few that I'm still trying to figure out how to get, so if you're gonna figure out that, you need to go with somebody else's. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to show you the modifiers, and also build every one of these tools that I haven't built yet. I threw away our other tools, so I'm gonna build new ones. So I'm gonna build the rapier and the scythe again, because I threw away those, sorry. So what I'm gonna do is, the first thing I'm gonna make is a hammer, and I'm going to make an obsidian hammer. That's right, an obsidian hammer. So what I gotta do is I gotta set this to obsidian, and I gotta go get the obsidian hammer head. If I can find the hammerhead. Do I not have a hammerhead? Do I really not have a hammer? Okay. Hold on, I gotta grab the hammerhead. Apparently I don't have it. Alright, the hammerhead doesn't show up here. Hammer. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm good. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna stick the hammerhead thing in here, turn that on, and so I'm gonna do that. Also, I wanted to try something out. There is a ore called, here, let me see if I can find it. It is called aluminum brass, and I'm pretty sure there's a brass somewhere. No, there's not. Alright, so I have to figure out, I might put those in my third mod review, just because I can't figure those out right now. I think you have to mix or something, like mix the things into those basins, and you can get the blocks, and then break those, and then smelt those down. So I think that's how you do that. So, looks like my obsidian hammerhead's done. So, I'm gonna take that, and now I need to make a tough rod, and a... No, I think it's just a tough rod. Is it? Okay, yeah, and the plates. So, I think I'm gonna make a... This is just random guessing, like I'm not really sure what does what. I'm gonna make a cobalt, I think. No, I'm gonna make... Yeah, I'm gonna make a cobalt stick. So do that. Wait for that to finish. There, boom. I got my cobalt tough rod, and I am going to make... Wait, hold on a sec. I'm gonna go make a bunch of those plates because those are weird to make, and I just don't want to do. Alright, so I made a bunch of those plates because I didn't feel like making them on camera. So what I gotta do now is I go into the hammer. I put the cobalt tough rod. I put the obsidian hammerhead in. And I put these two on, and boom, I have my hammer with stone bound and reinforced because of what I used to make them. Each thing has a different thing that goes with it, and so now it's a high durability. Apparently it has smite. I think obsidian does that. And what's cool about a hammer is, hold on, let me get down to... There is no stone level. Okay, so I won't be able to show you the hammer, but what the hammer does is it mines everything 3 by 3, so it would go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't think it works on wood though. Here, let me try. Oh wait, I'm in creative mode. / game mode S. Okay, no, so it doesn't work on / game mode C. It doesn't work on wood. It works on stone and ores. So you can pretty much dig up 9 blocks at a time with a hammer. So now that I got my hammer, I'm gonna stick it up in my inventory, and I'm going to make the next. Item. Alright, so the next item is this thing called a lumber axe, which almost acts as if the timber mod was on. This pretty much cuts down an entire tree. So what I need for this is I need a sturdy rod, I need a sturdy binding, I need an axe head, and I need a stone plate. Alright, so I'm going to stick the stone plate in there just for now, because they stay in there, and it's just very helpful to have it in there. Alright, so I'm going to make a... Like I said before, I'm just doing random ores. So I'm going to make an ardite. I'm gonna make an ardite axe with a sturdy rod made out of. I'll make a sturdy rod made out of the. What's this called? Out of the tin, and then I learned I'm gonna make the thingy out of paper. The what's it called? I'm having a brain fart here. The tough binding pattern, because I learned that it's really good to make your binding out of paper because of something called writable. And once again, it's not working. Okay, there we go. Paper tough binding. Alright, so I have that done. I'll stick that in there. I'm just going to stick all of these stone plates in here. Alright, so now I need to go make the tough tool rod and the broad axe head. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna make the tool rod out of the tin. So tool rod out of tin. Let's fill that up. Wait, can you not make a tin tool rod? Oh, you can't make a tin tool rod apparently. Learn something new every day. Alright, so can bronze work? No, bronze doesn't work. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So make a bronze tool rod, and a... What was this again? I forget what this was. Ardite, and an Ardite axe head. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab this. So there's my bronze tool rod. And then I'm gonna go grab this quickly. What? Why isn't this working? Okay, that was weird. It didn't fill up for some reason. So, as you can see, some things take a lot longer to fill up, but oh well. It's because I think it takes like, yeah, it takes 8 material. So now that I have these, I'm gonna go over to my tool crafting station. Not this. Go into here. So I put my pieces in, and I get the lumber axe. Now, what this does is, hold on a second. Time, set, day. So I'm gonna plant a sapling, and I'm gonna grow it. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna cut down, or it should cut down the entire tree. So it acts almost like the timber mod is on. A lot of people want the timber mod, but they can't run it. I'm in creative again, but as you can see, even in creative, it cut down all the wood. So here, let me remake the tree, and I'll go into survival mode. Alright, so game mode 0. So I'll do this, and do that, and boom, all of the wood in one tree cuts down. And I think I put something on here, yeah, the writable. I think that makes it so I can put an extra modifier on there, so that's cool. So let's stick the lumber axe up there. So go back into game mode. Alright, so next, oh whoops, I did not mean to get rid of the paper. Whoopsies. Alright, so get rid of that. Do that. Stick that back in there. Alright, so the next tool I'm going to make is called the excavator. It is a digging tool, which pretty much, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I just read the edge. It's a hammer for dirt. So it does the 3x3 thing, only with dirt and soil and all that. So to make that, I'm going to need basically the same thing as the lumber axe, only instead of the broad axe head, I'm going to need what looks like the chisel head, I think. I'm not sure. Here, let me go check if I can find the, where is it? I don't have it. Oh, there we go. The excavator head. Okay. So, I'm going to need the excavator head, I'm going to make the binding out of paper again, and I'm going to need the tough rod. Alright, so I'm going to make an aluminum brass head with a, I'm just going to make an iron rod for this one, just for like simple, because the excavator, it's just dirt. Honestly, you can just get a shovel. It's not that important. Let's fill that up. Did I fill this up? Nope. Turn that on. Does not work. Can I not? Oh, apparently I can't use. So I'm gonna go with the cobalt head then. See, the aluminum brass, I'm not sure what those are. Wait, I can't use cobalt either? Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Oh, okay, I'm lagging. There we go. Alright, so, why are you... Really? You have to be here? Really? Come on. Why do you gotta be here? Get out of my thingy. As you can see, the lumber axe isn't really that strong. It took a long time to kill a slime with, so I would not suggest using that as a weapon. Alright, so I got my iron tool rod. I've got my cobalt excavator head. So now I'm gonna go over here. I need to grab those paper stacks because I accidentally lost them. So, paper. Okay, there we go. Paper stack. I'll just get 64 of them, and I just completely got rid of my cobalt head. So cobalt excavator head I need to get from here because I just accidentally threw it away. There. Cobalt excavator head. Alright, so now I'm going to make my tool. I go into the excavator, put that in, and I need to make the paper binding. Just grab that, and well, I'm going to keep that in there because that's really the only thing I need for paper. So keep that in there, and then now I'm going to make the excavator. So the excavator, it works almost like the hammer, only it works on dirt. See? And it's like almost instant. So boom. Boom. So if you're trying to dig out a grassy area, it really comes in handy. Or if you're trying to make, like, say, steps down to a thing, you can go like that, go like that, go like that, and then once you get to the stone level, which I don't have, once you get down to stone level, you can just use your hammer. So this tool comes in pretty handy. So if you're ever trying to clear out your backyard, or you're trying to make a farm, for instance, that comes in handy. So that's pretty much what the excavator is for. Alright, so the next tool you guys have already seen me make, it is the scythe. And I know I already made it, but I wanted to make all of the items today because I accidentally threw this one away, and I don't really want to go digging for it, so I'm just going to make a new one. So the last time I made it out of cactus, and because I haven't made many things out of this, I am going to make a scythe out of netherrack. That's right, netherrack. So what I need is I need to grab a crap load of netherrack. Once again, sorry for the lag. So I need to get the tough rod and the scythe head. So open this up. I need the that's just the tool rod, tough rod. I stick that in there, and I get the netherrack tough rod. So I'm gonna grab 2 of those, and now I'm going to put the okay, so you can make a netherrack plate. So now I'm going to put the the scythe head in. So I'm gonna make a netherrack scythe head. And once again, I'm going to go back into here. Scythe. Okay, so I gotta stick the netherrack in there. Put that there. What? Why isn't it working? Netherrack scythe head. I don't know why this isn't working. Do I need to make like a netherrack plate or something? Yeah, hold on. Maybe I need to make a netherrack plate. Stick that in there. Stick that in there. See, now it won't. Oh wait, that's why. Okay. I'm like, see, now it won't work. Why won't it work? Okay, there we go. I say it literally worked a second ago. All right, so let me try this. Stick the. Oh, that's why it needs a binding, not a. I don't know why the plate showed up there. Alright, so I need to make another paper binding. So stick the binding in there, the paper in there, and I now have a paper tough binding. Stick that in there, and I get the scythe. So the scythe is used for, it's literally just like the hammer and the excavator, only it is used for weeds. Like when you're farming, you can excavate a 3x3 at a time. So that comes in handy if you don't want to make an automatic farm, but you don't want to sit there forever trying to make a farm. So that comes in really good handy, and so I'm now going to move on to the next tool. Alright, the next tool is called the cleaver. It is a very heavy weapon. It does a bunch of damage, but it's really slow. So what I need is, I already have the paper tough binding. I need the cleaver head and 2 tough rods. So I'm gonna make an obsidian cleaver head. So I need to get the cleaver head. Where is that? Apparently I don't have that. A cleaver. Well, it's apparently not called a cleaver. There, let's do this. Sword. I don't know what kind of thingy that is. It's sword blade pattern. Sword blade cast. So maybe I just need a sword blade? I don't know. I'll try that out. So I'm gonna go make an obsidian sword blade. So I need to go get my sword blade cast, and I'll just make I'll make a cobalt thing just because it's right there. Alright, so I need my sword blade cast, stick that in there, pour out the obsidian, boom. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab my tool rod, and does this whenever I walk away from it. Yeah, it looks like that one did it too, unless that one just finished. Okay, yeah, that one just finished. Alright, so get my sword, get my tool rod. Alright, so now I'm gonna go over here and go to the cleaver, and I need 2 tool rods. Great. Alright, so I need to make another one. Okay, there. Alright, so I go over here, I take that, I put my 2 tool rods in, and I put my sword blade in. See that? Yeah, see, that's not the sword blade I needed. What is the sword blade that I need? Check my pattern chest, maybe the large blade pattern. Alright, so so I don't get why that doesn't show up in the thingy. I think it's maybe because it's like tier 2 or something, so it doesn't work out too well. So I need to go make an obsidian large blade. So go to this, stick that in there. Oops, I did not mean to break that, so I gotta put a new faucet on. Stick that in there, pour that out. Alright, so I'm gonna clean out my inventory a bit, take out the sapling, that netherrack, and that. Alright, so this should be almost done. There we go. And so I'm gonna go over here, and I am going to make that's not where it goes. I'm going to make no, I'm not. Why can't I make this cleaver? Is this a plate? Yeah, okay, that's a plate. So put that in, and I get the cleaver. And the cleaver, like I said before, it's literally just a heavy sword. Like, you swing really slowly. Why is it so dark? Time set day. Time set 0. You swing really heavily, but you do a buttload of damage. Here, I'll show you on this slime. See? It's literally a one-shot kill against those things. Alright, so yeah, so this is a very strong weapon, and you can put a modifier on it to make it go faster, so that helps. And the special ability of this weapon is you're supposed to be able to lunge, but I don't know why I'm not lunging. Huh. I'll figure that out later. Alright, so I thought to myself, why am I getting all of these items on camera when all I'm really doing is the same thing over and over again? So off camera, I got all the items I need for the rest of these, and so I'm just going to make them all in front of you instead of showing each individual thing, because that's honestly kind of boring. I would get bored of that. So what I'm going to do next is, it's called the battle axe. The battle axe is, it has knockback, it's pretty much just an axe. It's a little bit stronger than an axe. That's pretty much it. So I have the 2 axe heads made out of, I can't pronounce this one, Manulian, I don't know. And then I have my paper binding, and I went ahead and made just a bunch of iron tool rods and everything, and I get my battle axe. Alright, so now that I got that, I'm gonna make a pickaxe, just a regular pickaxe. It has no special abilities or anything. It's literally a way to make pickaxes out of things that you really wouldn't make pickaxes. See, this one I'm making right now is an obsidian pickaxe. Same thing next, I'm making a shovel, so I'm gonna need the iron tool rod, and I got an alumite shovel head, and I'm gonna make a shovel. So now I have my alumite shovel. Here, let me get my pickaxe up there. Alright, so next I'm gonna make, same thing, I'm just gonna make an axe. So I'm gonna stick the iron tool rod and the ardite axe head, and I get a hatchet. So the next thing I'm gonna make is called a mattock. All it is, it's a hoe, But it's the weird way to make it is you actually need an obsidian, you actually need a shovel head, a shovel head, axe head, and a stick, and you get the matic. Now, it says over here it's used for a hoe, but you can also use it to dig dirt and wood. So it's like pretty much like a 3-in-1 thing, which is really helpful if you don't want to keep making new tools. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to make is just a basic sword. So I got my bronze sword blade, my manulium wide guard, and my tool rod. And there I have my bronze sword. Oh, broadsword, not bronze sword. Next I'm going to make the long sword. So what I need is a copper sword blade, and I made a bone guard handle, or bone hand guard. Ugh, can't talk today. And then I stick that in there, and I got me a long sword. Alright, so what the long sword does is, its special ability, you lunge at, here, let me show you. You lunge at the people. So, you do this. So you charge it up, and boom! You lunge. Stupid rain. Downfall. You lunge. So, say I want to get to an enemy that's far away. Boom! Boom! Here, let me go try it on a zombie. So, I go over here, and aim, and boom! And look at how fast you can swing it too. It's really fast. It's not like the cleaver. It doesn't do as much damage, but it's really fast as the cleaver is slow. So if you're facing a big enemy that doesn't really hit you that much, the cleaver is the way to go. But if you're facing an enemy you need to kill quickly, the long sword is the way to go. Alright, so now that the long sword's done, I'm gonna be building a new weapon called the rapier. Now, you saw me build it in the first episode, and I showed you the backpedal special ability. But because, like I said before, because I accidentally threw it away, I'm going to make a new one, and it's just in case some people didn't see the first one. I'm going to make a new one. So it's just a basic iron with a, I forget what the name of it is, but it's just a basic iron one. It's just a basic iron, and once again, I forget what the handle is. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to make is the knife. So I have a cobalt knife with the slime crossbar, and now I stick the iron tool rod in there, and I have my cobalt dagger. So the dagger doesn't do much damage, but the special ability is that you can throw it. You can literally, it's like almost like throwing knives. So if I can get this skeleton, here, I'm not sure, game mode S, I'm not sure if I got it. Yeah, okay, so you lose it and you have to go get it. So if I throw it at that, but like I said before, doesn't do much damage, but it's still pretty good. Slash game mode, let's see. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna slash time set 0. Alright, so the next item I'm going to be showing you is, believe it or not, the frying pan. Now, I have my Ardite frying pan and my iron tool rod, and you get the frying pan. Now, what a frying pan does, it's a really heavy weapon, but it stuns the enemies. So, it's according to this, it says shift plus right click equals place. So apparently you can place it down. So you can do this. You can place it down, and I'm not sure what placing it down does for you. Let me get rid of this. I'm not sure what placing it down does for you exactly. I don't really know the use for it. I know it stuns people, but I think it might be used to cook eggs and bacon, which I show in my next episode of this. So yeah. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be showing you is the battle sign. It's I'm not sure exactly. I've never used one before, so I got the battle sign. It says it's it's good for, it says it has a damage reflector. So, I'm not sure what that does. I think if somebody hits you and you're holding it like this, then that damage is done to the person that was hitting you. So that can come in handy when you're facing things like what it said before, worthy for pigmen. That could be really handy for things. It has a writable because I made it with paper. So that's it really comes in handy. So next time you go into the nether, make sure you bring one of these. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is the chisel. So I have my iron chisel head, and I'm just making a basic iron chisel because I honestly don't need anything else besides that. I'm going to be showing you this next episode, so I'm not going to give you any spoilers. So I'm just going to make it, that's how you make it, but that's it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is the bow. Now the bow is a bit harder because you have to make the bowstring. So the bowstring is pretty much, it's hard to explain. You have the bowstring, where is it? I have it somewhere. You have the bowstring pattern, but then you have to use that pattern to make the bowstring. So once you make the bowstring, you can get the short bow. I have the short bow just because, I have the iron one just because it was made out of iron. So this is literally just a bow, honestly. So the short bow, it's the best thing is it has a really quick draw speed. So if you do this, it draws quickly instead of having to do the usual thing, the usual long drawing. So that comes in handy when you're facing someone in a pickle. So yeah. Alright, so the next item I'm going to show you is the arrow. Yes, you can make your own arrows. So I just made a natural flint arrow. I put that in there. And you have to use these things called fletchlings, which I'm not sure how you get. I had to take that out of creative mode. So if you find this, tell me in the comments below on how to make it. So you make 4 arrows. So here, let me get my bow back out. So you make the bow and you get the arrows, but since I'm in creative mode, that's not going to work out too well. So I'm going to go back into survival and it'll show that. So that's the arrow, and I'm pretty sure this arrow, it doesn't have anything special to it because I use flint, but you can make some pretty special arrows. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. I know I told you I would do the modifiers, but I can't because, well, this is a half-an-hour video, and I don't want to make any videos over half an hour, or like way over, because if I tried showing you these modifiers now, this video would get closer to 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to leave that on a cliffhanger. I'm going to leave that for the next episode. And so, yeah, I know this is taking a long time, but this is a huge mod. This is one of the biggest mods out for Minecraft, I think, right now. So I'm gonna be doing that. So if you like the, I cannot talk today. If you liked the video, there we go. If you liked the video, comment, subscribe, tell me what I need to do, tell me if I'm missing anything, and those few things that I didn't know how to do, tell me how to do those in the comments. I know I'm a very small channel right now, but if you could just give me support, that'd be awesome. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!